Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about how I started my business in high school and some tips and tricks for young entrepreneurs. First, I want to just start off by saying that I am currently a senior in high school and I'm 17, although I'm turning 18 in about 10 days. And I started my business officially 2 years ago, but I stopped around 6 months ago, and then now I'm rebuilding it again. I decided to start my business when I was in high school because I looked at my future and I looked at where I am now, and I realized I don't want to be where I am currently, financially and in terms of my location in the world. I really want to travel. That's a real passion of mine. I'm going to take a gap year and fund it myself using the business that I'm creating. So I really want to travel, and I really want to experience everything that the world has to offer, and I want to experience it with my future family as well. So it was pretty hard to start. I first got started because I was looking on YouTube and found this guy named Iman Gadji on YouTube, and I saw that he had what was called a social media marketing agency. And I saw that and I was like, oh, that could totally be a viable option for what I want to do in life. And I started that, and it was super hard, and I don't know, I didn't see it as a viable option at the time. And so I sort of bounced around different ideas of what to do for starting my business, like drop shipping. I tried for a little bit, that didn't work. And then trying to learn how to coach people because I saw a few videos by Hamza Ahmed. And after a while of looking at his videos, I just realized that I didn't like his content anymore, and the coaching thing, I didn't know enough about any business stuff to be able to coach anyone. So then I looped back around, and then I started my social media marketing agency again, which is right now. So where I am right now is, if you've been watching the rest of my videos, I am currently on a road to $10,000 a month with my agency. And I'm currently searching for new clients, but I may have a few clients lined up in the near future. We'll see how that goes. But at first it didn't require a lot of investment at all. My first client ever for my social media marketing agency was actually sort of right behind me. That is a ski mountain, and at the base of that there is a fitness center where I taught tennis. And at the fitness center they didn't have any videos promoting their tennis facility. And so I offered to my boss to shoot videos for, I think it was like $20 an hour. It wasn't a lot, but I shot a few videos and I handed them in, and I edited them and I handed them in, and he posted them on their Facebook, and that was that. But I only worked there for the summers, so I couldn't do that all the time. And then I started cold emailing out to other people, and I found a construction company in Las Vegas, and I worked with them for a little bit, but then that ended, and then I stopped doing social media for 6 months. But now I'm back. And how I reinforced the idea that I wanted to do social media marketing is because I really love making videos and editing. I had this YouTube long before I started my social media marketing agency. I just love shooting videos and I love editing them. And it's really good to pick something that you're really good at, or at least enjoy doing, and really put your all into that, because if you have a lot of passion, then nothing can really stop you. So the way that I sort of chose the name and brand of my social media marketing agency was, I just went on ChatGPT and I was just like, give me 20 names regarding this, and this is my niche, and blah, 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 blah. And I went through so many different renditions on ChatGPT. I even changed my actual name once. So I used to be called eLuxury Media, but now I'm called Summit Elite Media. And so it's a little change, but I liked Summit Elite more than eLuxury. And I want to focus on YouTube, at least for my content, and then for clients and myself as well, Instagram and possibly TikTok, because those are what I use personally, and that's where I see a lot of videos doing really well. So starting a business in high school is very hard. The reason why I stopped for 6 months is because, one, I sort of ran out of steam, and two, and I didn't have any of the time. I was in a lot of the theater productions that I had at my school, and we would rehearse 3 hours a day, and we would rehearse 15 hours a week. And for me, as on top of schoolwork, I couldn't do anything else. That was my life. And so when I started to sort of get this idea of what I wanted to do when I was older, I realized that it didn't involve acting, and I really wanted to explore other areas of my life, such as business. And this year, I went to the director who goes and runs all of the shows and told him, hey, this is what I love doing. I can't do any of the theater productions anymore. I'm really sorry. And it was tough because I had been in all of the theater productions before, and I was a real integral part of that whole community, and I loved it. It was great. But I realized that if I wanted to really go in for what I wanted to do when I was older, I would need to start now, so I wouldn't waste time when I was in college. And so with schoolwork, it's still a little hard. I work from the moment I get home to the moment I go to sleep, doing homework and doing this. So maybe something that I would recommend for all people who are thinking of becoming entrepreneurs is the fact that you really have to sit down and think, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? And that is a hard question to ask yourself. I really stayed away from that question for a very long time because I didn't know the answer to it. And it was my whole life was filled with uncertainty at that time with what I wanted to do. And so kind of recently, I sat down again and I was like, what do I want to do with my life? And I figured out I want to go travel, I want to make a lot of money, and I want to experience the world and meet a lot of new friends in different parts of the world, and also learn foreign languages because I'm currently learning Spanish and I really want to get fluent in that. So some challenges I faced when doing this is a lot of people making fun of me, like especially for this YouTube. I get flamed all the time for like people screaming out the titles of my videos and be like, ha 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 ha, so funny. And it's fine. It gets to you sometimes, but at the end of the day, this is what I really like doing. And when I graduate, who cares? No one's gonna care in 10 years. So just do it now. And so at times, school does need to come first because I do care about my grades and I do want to get into a good college, even though whether I'm going to college is still up in the air or not. But I do want to get into a good college. So sometimes school does come first. So I'm not saying slack on school. I don't like school. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like school at all, and I don't like going to school. And I don't think many people do either, but being an entrepreneur is not the excuse to not do well in school if you can help it. If you are totally bad in school, I have friends who are terrible in school and they can't help it, and that's that, and that's fine. So what makes this really worthwhile is the experiences and the learning opportunities that you get when trying to build a business. I have learned so much in the past 2 years of me trying to build different businesses. I've learned so many different things about how to market, how to sell, how to do so many different things. And I've learned more about video editing and shooting videos and stuff like that. And so starting a business, whether it is social media marketing or drop shipping or even day trading, you learn a lot by doing it. And I would highly recommend to anyone who has the passion and drive to start a business to do so. And learning from mistakes. So I mentioned how I had a previous client in Las Vegas, and I made a mistake by not delivering the services on time and not to the best of my ability because I was so wrapped up in myself being like, oh, this is so easy, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't actually put the client first. And so that's something that I've learned to do, is to put the client first, show the results, and then the money will gradually follow afterwards, because the amount of effort that you put in is the amount of money that you will get back. At least that's my philosophy. And so finally, some of the advice that I have for other young entrepreneurs is to sort of a little recap. Do well in school to the best of your ability. Learn high income skills like shooting videos, doing YouTube videos, and editing and selling. No matter what branch of business you're in, selling is the key. And also, making mistakes is something that everyone goes through. It is something that you will go through. It's something that I've gone through, and we all learn from those, and it's really important that we have those learning opportunities. And so I'm just sort of going to conclude this video by saying that's how I started my business in high school. If you want a much more in-depth video of a step-by-step process of how I started my business, the ChatGPT prompts that I use, the logos that I use, please comment down below and I will gladly make that video. This is more sort of just a general video of how I started and sort of some tips and tricks that you can implement into your business life. And you'll see a lot more of the journey to $10,000 a month in the coming weeks, and I will also make short videos like this, just explaining some other tips and tricks or anything that I sort of come up with. But if you have any video suggestions, please comment down below and I will definitely look at those and take those into consideration for new content ideas, because I'm always searching for them. So yeah, I'll see you at the next journey to $10,000 per month, and I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.